guys? Matt McQuaid here, country song teacher. Hope you're doing well. Maybe you just watched the big eclipse today. I don't know when you're watching this, but hope life is good. I've got several comments talking about using your pinky finger. Now, maybe you're like me, I don't know. When I was a beginner, and even now, to be honest with you, I struggle a lot of times playing chords using my pinky finger. So we're gonna talk a little bit about that, give you a few tips, that kind of thing. Obviously, when you're playing bar chords, you bar whatever fret you want to play with the first finger, and maybe make shapes with your other fingers, that kind of thing, maybe the E shape, the A minor, that kind of thing, going up and down. So that way you'd be using your pinky finger. But as you know, if you follow my lessons, I'm not a huge bar chord fan. I still struggle. I've been working on them some. But I'm gonna talk mostly about just the way, what you can do with your pinky as you play your regular chords. Now, the Matt McQuaid 4 chords that I refer to so often, you have your pinky finger on the bottom string of the 3rd fret. Way I teach most of my lessons, if you're new, I have the pinky finger on the bottom string, 3rd fret, ring finger on the 2nd string of the 3rd fret. For the G, I play 5th and 6th. Strum all 6. When I say a C, it's a C at 9. I simply move the top 2 fingers down. Strum the bottom 5. Again, I'm keeping those bottom 2 strings locked, keeping your pinky on the bottom string, keeping the bottom 2 strings locked to stabilize the guitar, to make those chord changes real easy. Because these are your dominant 2 fingers on your hands. When you're just moving these 2 fingers, it's going to make your chord changes way smoother, way easier. And like I said, you stabilize that guitar. So I play the G this way, the C this way, the D this way. When I say E minor, I use 1 finger, press the 5th and 4th, strum all 6. You can use 2 fingers that way. But again, I'm still keeping the bottom 2 locked. But many of y'all have commented and seen me kind of... see my pinky finger going on and off, so you ask about that. That's what this video is mostly about. So most of the time I keep the bottom 2 strings locked. Many times when I play an A chord, again I press the 2 middle strings of the 2nd fret, I will take my pinky finger off to get a little better sound. When I play my E minor even often, I find myself lifting the pinky up. You can see what happens. Remember, if you put your pinky on the bottom string, you're raising that bottom string E to an F, F sharp, G. So you're raising it 1.5 steps. Every time you move up a fret, that's a half a step. Don't forget that. So a great exercise, for example, you can work on it first is play a regular D chord, which is 3rd, bottom 2nd. Then put your pinky finger on the bottom string, 2nd, 3rd fret. Pinky finger off, middle finger off, middle finger on. I'll go through that again slowly. When I was first learning guitar, I used to do this all the time. Remember, we're strumming the bottom 4 chords, and you're putting your pinky finger off. I mean, your regular D, pinky on, pinky off, middle finger off, middle finger back on. Just going back and forth, a great exercise. Anytime, and I teach this all the time, I talk about this in my beginner guitar course, when you can get where you are moving your fingers within the chord, it's going to sound really cool and have what's called musical dimension. Instead of all your chords just sounding choppy, it has a little, hear that? For example, that's the bottom string with my middle finger. Like I said, instead of just hammering away on a D chord, it adds a little dimension when you do that kind of thing. So one of the things, along with just strumming the chord, work on even taking your pinky finger on and off the D chord as you pick down. So for example, regular D chord, start with the 4th string, then middle finger off, middle finger back on, then pinky on. Make sense? So again, let me zoom in here a little bit closer to show you what I'm doing. So I'll start out, let's say, with the pinky finger on. Now all I'm doing with this hand is just 4, 3, 2, 1, 4, 3, 2, 1. and forth. 4, 3, 2, 1, the bottom two strings. Remember, the top string is the sixth one, the bottom string is the first one. So that's a great exercise to work on your chord clarity. Make sure you're pressing the right strings without pressing other strings. So most of the first chords you learn, G, like when I first learned a G chord, I was taught to put my ring finger in the bottom string, 5th and 6th this way. I was taught an E minor this way. These are right, by the way. I was taught a C chord this way, D chord this way. So again, that's going to sound good. If you play the regular chords, G, E minor, C, D, that's going to sound good. But especially if you're a beginner, when you lock in the bottom strings, it's going to make it a lot easier. Let me play Wagon Wheel, for example, with the G, D, E minor, C. Rock me, mama, like a wagon wheel. Rock me, mama, any way you feel. Hey, hey, mama, rock me. So that's the regular way. When you do it my way, by locking the two bottom strings and keeping that pinky finger at the bottom. Rock me, mama, like a wagon wheel. Rock me, mama, any way you feel. So another thing, the reason when you stabilize those two bottom strings, you keep your pinky finger at the bottom string, it allows you to use your right hand like a drum more with kind of palm mutes, string stops, back and forth, that kind of thing, instead of so focused on this left hand switching, taking all those fingers off, switching all those chords. That kind of thing. So the main takeaway of this video is work on that D chord, taking your pinky finger on and off. Maybe on chords like the F chord, you're going to play the two bottom strings, 3rd, 5th, and 4th. You have that pinky finger on the 4th string. There you go, the 4th string of the 3rd fret. You can talk there. But work on taking that pinky finger on and off, and work on just being able to use the pinky finger in general by locking the two bottom strings. I hope that can help you guys. By the way, guys, if you like my teaching style, that kind of thing, I've got very slowed down, easy instructional videos over at CountrySongTeacher.com. All one word, CountrySongTeacher.com. Beginner guitar courses, strumming courses, 4-chord songbooks, that kind of thing. But if you're a beginner, guys, work on keeping those bottom two strings locked to really make it easier for your chord changes, switching back and forth with your first two fingers. And I think it's going to really make a difference in you getting a clear sound and playing songs a little faster. Hope it's a blessing. I'll see y'all tomorrow at 7 o'clock Eastern time. Remember, every night, Monday through Friday, sometimes even the weekend, 7 p.m. Eastern time, I have a new video. So be sure to subscribe, and I'll see you there. God bless you.